I thought of a topic before I came in, and I said, what do I want to freestyle about? You know? And I thought to myself, there is only one thing I can freestyle about. Basically, just sit down and tell y'all how I discovered poetry. Well, how I discovered poetry, I was just, I was just a kid, just sitting in the manger, living the high life, seeing all the other great things of life, living life like a castaway, sitting on the elephant, riches, fame, and glory, seeing all the gold just trickle down at my feet. No, I'm lying. Poetry discovered me. I was in the projects, just a little old bitty boy, up in a dope house, watching my mama's boyfriend them shoot dice. But on the real though, I discovered poetry. I was in school, some of the best, finest school you could ever think about, being taught all the grammar, grammatical structure, and all the poetic and all the things you could possibly believe, and helping me get my mind straight so that I can rule the world and be one of the great leaders. No, I'm lying. I was in one of the most sheltered schools you can get away from. One of the trouble schools that they sent all the bad kids who couldn't read, who wasn't going to succeed and never make it to nothing in life. Well, how I discovered poetry was, I'm just living this life country to country, seeing marvelous people, speaking Swahili like, what am I want to say? I want to say something like, let me come and sit with you and reminisce about the time of Africa. Jemeweza kufika nyumbani, kwa nuju jumapili kwa chakula chao asubuhi. No, I'm lying. Poetry discovered me. I wasn't in Africa or anywhere, or nowhere in France. I was on them corner blocks shooting dice, hustling, trying to make the days buck. But let me tell you something about poetry, how I discovered poetry. I was sitting on a nude beach, sipping Karamichi, speaking to some of the beautiful women in Mexico. ¿Cómo está? ¿Te re bien? ¿Cómo vous appelez-vous? A little French. I'm just doing it up. Driving in Lamborghinis, sitting down with some of the big heads. Nah, I'm lying. Poetry discovered me. I was chasing those fast girls, not really trying to do nothing good, just trying to get laid. Not really about nothing. I ain't really got no money in my pocket. And I wasn't drinking no wine, no Caramichi. I was drinking some old English 800. Just hanging out with nowhere to be, nowhere to go, letting life waste me by. But on the real though, this is how I discovered poetry. I was sitting down one day, just in my mansion, nothing to do, wearing silk sent to me from places I can't even explain, living in all the fancy houses and cars, playing golf with the president. Just living it up, and seeing all the movie stars hanging out at the Playboy Mansion. Everybody shaking my hand. I'm a big wig, That's how I go around here. No, I'm lying. I was locked up. I was sitting there trying to get somebody to write me, sending letters after letters, after they sending me letters, saying they're gonna kill me on death row. And I'm thinking to myself, it was a knock at the door while I was on my knees praying for another chance. I said, who is the hell is it at my door? I get up and go to the door. Somebody was sitting there in a long beard, and I asked him, I said, man, who's you? He said, you say you wanted another chance. He opened the door, I shook his hand, gave him a hug. This is how poetry discovered me.